Hey Georgia,
Yeah.
remember after that big summer we had where I had to move an insane amount of grain and there was that whole we had a baby thing?
What are you doing?
You know how I said I wasn't going to take on any more projects this year. I was just going to do all the essential farm jobs.
Yeah.
What's going on out there? What's that about?
You tell me. Hopefully you're building a fence.
Yeah, she wants a fence. So as usual, I've overcomplicated everything and I want to fix the track first and then run the fence alongside of it because I've got a bad habit of hitting things. So best to do the track and then I shouldn't have a bent fence. Righto, I've got it marked, 500mm on the house side of where the fence needs to go. I've moved my sprinklers so I don't hit them and make a big mess of it. Now, just need to get rid of some of the grass and stuff on top and then form the road up a little bit and then cart the gravel in with the loader. Then form it up again and should be right. As long as I don't hit something, should be straightforward enough. Already taken out my first flag, so it's a good start. Hey little fella, off you go. Yeah, definitely made a mess. Only hit a few things. A bit wet now. Been raining showering pretty constantly for the last half hour, so the sand seems to be flowing pretty well still. Still work with it, but it's a bit hard to see what the hell you're doing. Never usually work in the rain, so none of the windscreen wipers work on any of our gear. That's it. Oh, should look alright in the end. Happy with the mess you made me create, Georgia?
Yeah, you really did make a mess.
Yeah.
But it does look good.
As soon as I started making a blow, I was regretting it already. It's like...
Why? No, it'll be fine.
Because you're like, oh, I had a perfectly good driveway. It wasn't too bad. Go try and make it better and you just make a complete mess of it.
It was a pretty good driveway. But it'll be better because we have a fence.
Yeah. I hit a couple of flags, so...
I did see a flag flat on the ground.
So it's probably lucky that I did the track before I did the fence.
Yeah.
Because I would have had those flags that are sitting horizontal. That'd be the fence sitting horizontal.
Nah, it looks good.
Thanks.
You'll be right.
You've got to say that now. You've made me start.
Yeah.
How long have you been up me for to do this fence?
Since I was pregnant with Cooper. Yeah. So like, probably a year. Maybe just under a year. Like I knew that I had to plant the seed early though, because he's almost 6 months old and you're only just starting the fence. That's why I was like, oh, we should have a fence a year ago, even though he's not walking yet, but.
Thought I was meant to be the one who plants the seed.
That's not going
Get
in
that.
shoes.
Well, it's still raining. Well, showering. but I want to get something done, so I guess I'll see how much of a mess I make. Can't get much worse, eh? For the main part of the driveway here. Now I just want to extend out this area down here a little bit further. We're going to run the fence down on top of the gravel, so I don't have to do the edges, so I can just spray it out. Hopefully it works out. Well, we got rained out. It's a couple of days later now, and we've had a day of sun on it. We've had 11 mil of rain. Today, level all that out. Level that out. So I got to put these sides on the little grader, so the little grader holds a bit more gravel and seems to level it out a little bit better. Then I may have to pull them back off to do the final grade on it. I'll just see how it comes up. Once I get the track all sorted and the pad all sorted out, do all the final measure ups for putting the fence in. Showering again. It's a good problem to have, but it certainly makes it difficult to get anything done. We have some winters where I'll predict like we'll get 20 or 30 mil and it just never eventuates. Then we have other winters like this where it predicts you might get barely a mil for the day and you definitely get it, and it just showers on all day. But I'll definitely take the winters where it just keeps on raining. I might live to regret that, saying that, but definitely more money in mud than in dust. It's easier to work in dust than it is to work in mud, but definitely more money in mud. Just leveling off the sand that I dragged off the track. It's got all grass and roots through it. Then I'll start doing the track up, leveling it all off. Well, I got it pretty good. Just getting to the point now, if you start playing with it too much, you make more of a mess. I would like to have it better, but there's little rocks in it that you start dragging up. And you start getting too close to stuff. This tree down here really sucked. If it was anywhere else on the farm, I'll just push the sucker over. To get this edge bit, you got to go. It's nice to do big long runs through here just to get it all even, but because of that tree, you'd come along here, and then the blade would stop there because the front of the tractor would be hitting the tree. So then you'd try and turn around, come at it from the other side and run the grader blade right over, but still couldn't get close enough. End up dropping a bit in there with a bucket and trying to smooth it off with that, but there's a bit of a high spot there now. So hopefully the water doesn't, no, that'll probably hold the water up there, so I'll have to do something with a shovel, I guess, later on. Not perfect, but pretty good. How's it looking, Georgia?
It's looking really good. Very good, can't wait.
Almost happy with it. Have some lunch now and then roll it after lunch, and hopefully that's it. After a quick roll and a little touch up with the grader in spots, I'm relatively happy with it, so I'll call that job done before I make a mess of it. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll be putting a fence up.